So let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually now talk about the trigonometric laws, and the one that I first want to cover is the sine law. And I am not boring you in this video with really deriving this, but it's all derived in these paragraphs here. So let's take a look at the interpretation of that. And what you need to know to fully understand this is that you can take any random triangle. So this triangle ABC is random and has random angles alpha, beta, and gamma, but I can break it down into two right-angled triangles. So those two triangles can then both be described by the same h here, by the same height in this case. And you can use that, therefore, to derive this formula. And likewise, you can also create a second right-angled triangle on the outside here. And you can then equate that to some other parameters that I described to you here. Again, I encourage you to read this. What it ultimately comes down to is this formula that you see here. So I'll be honest with you, for working knowledge in engineering mechanics, you only need to know this, but we would be naive if we wouldn't want to know how this works, because only if you know how something works, you can really maneuver your way through it. And you want to be an engineer with knowledge. You don't want to be a technician. You don't want to just apply. You want to know how this works. So go ahead and please study this so that you understand how this formula is really derived. And the nice thing about geometry is that it's always very visual, and you can clearly see it in these pictures how that works. So please go ahead. That's the sine law. I'm now going to move on to the cosine law on the next page.